Fantastic. I'll enter the game later. With Zuo Qian I have an extra trump card. You will sign a contract with the Ghost General. Do you want to view its attribute panel? Yes. Although I knew the Ghost's panel would be terrifying. Attributes hundreds of times greater than mine. This General's panel is too powerful. The Yellow Springs Inn looks shabby. But its danger level is truly terrifying. Not to mention the General. Even other ghosts are not something novice players can contend with. If the dungeon had no rule restrictions. If I didn't have the system, we 6 players would have died long ago. Just right. The soup is ready. But fortunately, this dungeon full of hidden talents. I've returned with a full harvest. Not only was I able to pass smoothly, but I also gained a powerful subordinate. Brother Lin. It's time to change your title, Master. From now on I, the General, will follow you. Don't be so formal. Brother, please get up. I'll have to rely on you a lot from now on. Such a joyous occasion. Why don't we drink together? Let's raise our glasses and have a good time. Brother Lin. You're back. Current survivors. After subduing the General, the Yellow Springs Inn dungeon is no longer difficult for me. The proprietress of the accounting office will also not deliberately make things difficult. Xiao Li and the bearded uncle also survived by luck. But that woman, while cleaning, offended a guest and was torn to shreds. After all, this is a horror game where ghosts run rampant. We are all players. Survival depends on each person's ability. Even if I have the system as a cheat, wealth, and contracted ghosts, nothing is invincible. According to the bearded man, the game opens every half month. To survive in every game, I must become stronger. Brother Lin, wait a moment. What is it? The game requires survival for 2 days. The time is up. Logically it should be over. What else could there be? Brother Lin, these 2 days. Thank you so much. Without you, I might not have survived the first day. When I broke the teapot, I would have been killed by the accountant for not being able to pay. You're welcome. Helping others is helping myself. I was also testing the rules. In the game, there's nothing I can do to help you. Please take this. What is this? A string of phone numbers. It's my contact information. In reality, I'm from Jiangcheng. My family has some connections in Jiangcheng. So, if you need help in reality, you can call this number to find me. Congratulations, player, for completing the mission. The Yellow Springs Inn instance has ended. Brother Lin. Goodbye. Back. Next instance, I'll charm a phone number. This is truly a grave sin. I'll leave this for now. Contacting them rashly would expose me. 2 days passed in the horror game. In reality, only a second has passed. Perhaps I can use this time difference. What is it? Master, what's going on? You contacted me and then said it was nothing. Never mind. I'll just keep drinking. The contract with the General is intact and stable. Resentful skull necklace. Other items are also still here. As expected. My guess was right. Ghost controllers can bring ghost objects and yin artifacts back to reality. The increasing number of strange incidents in recent years are mostly caused by ghost controllers with ulterior motives. The number of players entering the game is growing, and they are uncontrollable. The current world is probably no longer safe. Only by becoming a more powerful ghost controller first can I take the initiative. The grizzled man said it'd be pulled into the game every 2 weeks. I don't have much time to prepare. I have too many secrets. It's not time to contact the authorities yet. The horror game involves too much. Even if the officials have no ill intentions, other ghost controllers might take the risk. Compared to Investigation Center number 9, the forum is a better channel for my information. However, I can't just log into the forum directly. I need to be extremely careful. IP address spoofing complete. Logging into the forum. Female 7/10 looks. Cleared 2 horror instances. Same as the regular forum. Looking for a team. Announcement from Great Shia Investigation Center number 9. Horror gameplayer rules. Prohibition of profiting through improper means. Prohibition of harming others through supernatural means. Prohibition of actively revealing the existence of ghost objects in horror games. And spreading panic. Violators will bear the consequences. This is like a simplified version of laws specifically for horror game players. Having an official organization to manage this can indeed make the power-inflated ghost controllers restrain themselves. However, for me now, having just entered this world, The most important thing is to ensure my own safety first. Let's check the experience guide provided for players. Horror instances all exist in a place called the Ghost Realm. The Ghost Realm is vast, with countless ghost objects. However, ghost objects can only be killed according to clear rules. Evil spirits. Ghost objects are divided into 7 levels based on their strength. Tier 4. Ghost objects are divided into 7 levels based on their strength. The more powerful the ghost object, the more cunning it is. They are divided into 9 tiers. Only tiers 7, 8 and 9 can control fierce ghosts. And fierce ghosts, the highest level of ghost recorded to date, and my perfect grade ghost contract, can ignore level differences. The first ghost I contracted, Zhu Jiang, was of the fierce ghost level. Generally, after surviving 2 or 3 instances, most will develop spiritual consciousness. However, according to forum discussions, the Horror Games beta test has gone through 5 phases, with over 100,000 players, except for the first batch, which was likely wiped out. Other batches have had survivors. Most ghost controllers either awakened their potential in life or death moments, or forcefully contracted with ghosts and cursed artifacts before awakening spiritual consciousness. But there are still some who encountered opportunities similar to the 9 nether soul cleansing wine in the Ghost Realm, and became ghost controllers, although the officials promised that they would provide items to help awaken spiritual consciousness upon joining. The effect is definitely not as good as the 9 nether soul cleansing wine. I drank 2 bottles myself, and can still drink 1 last bottle. It took 3 bottles to subdue Zhu Jiang. I still have some left. If I'm not mistaken, under the pressure of death, players will inevitably have the need for material transactions. Cursed artifacts obtained from horror instances that you can't use yourself can be exchanged with others, or even directly sold for money. Confirmed. Confirmed. The forum officials have posted a new announcement. Sign up, leave a message to participate. The officials are organizing an offline trading event in Jiangcheng. It seems they have held 3 such events before. Can't forum posts online satisfy all trading needs? Let me tell you why we're holding an offline trade. Online trading doesn't allow you to inspect goods. The risks are extremely high. Good items won't be offered for sale online. Therefore, the forum is providing us with this opportunity. Feng Chao Yu. Thanks Kuang Boss. Tianji Kuang Mo. Thanks Kuang Dao Boss. Therefore, the forum is providing us with this opportunity. So that's how it is. The old timers on the forum are really enthusiastic. In that case, I'll register an account and sign up to. I'll pick a low-key ordinary name. Let's call it Edu Emperor. Someone sent me a private message. Let me check the time and location of the trade fair. The Ultimate Rich system is activating. Today's random reward has been credited. Open the panel. It's packed. This is what it feels like to be a true tycoon. What's the point of being a tycoon with just numbers? Today is the day of the trade fair. First, I'll go to the location in the private message to retrieve the items needed for the trade fair. 8 p.m. Abandoned factory on the outskirts of Qingyuan District, Jiangcheng City. You need to wear a mask and present a business card to enter. So mysterious. What a strange person. Wearing a mask late at night. I've arrived. Whoa. It's a ghost. What level is this? A fierce ghost? This is terrifying. Is this really safe? This forum really has some high-level players. They can actually command ghosts to guard the entrance. An offline gathering of an anonymous forum is indeed complex and secure. This mask can block spiritual consciousness probes. The business cards also have anti-counterfeiting measures using yin energy. Every detail has been considered. The 2 at the entrance are the specters of Zai, one of the forum's 3 founders. However, this is not a Li Gai level threat. It's merely a more powerful Yi Gai level 1. So this level of yin energy is that of an Yi Gai. It's indeed quite a bit weaker than a Zhu Jiang. But to be used as guards, they must not be buy yes trump cards. Emperor Edu. Wear your name tag to participate in the trade. If you are selling items, please get them appraised at the appraisal office first. So that's the appraisal office. This equipment looks very modern. Can it really appraise the grade of yin artifacts and materials? First time here. Yes. Please enlighten me, big brother. Crazy Blade. So he's that helpful forum, big brother. This is equipment officially produced by Center 9. It can divide items into 3 grades, superior, medium, and inferior, based on the spiritual energy they contain. Each grade is further divided into 3 tiers. Of course, some consumables and special goods that are inconvenient to grade and price, such as talismans and elixirs, have no specific grade. So, the forum has specifically invited 3 veteran players to conduct the evaluations. Rest assured. I see. Thank you, Crazy Blade. It seems the technology mastered by the officials and the strength of the earliest players are even more formidable than I anticipated. Although the strongest ghost controllers might only be able to control specters of the same level as me, their personal strength and their reserves in yin artifact technology might be far superior to mine. As for me now, I am far from being complacent. I hope this trade fair will allow my items to bring me more confidence. A low-grade tier 1 yin artifact. Its function is detection. You're very lucky. Whoa. A low-grade Tier 1 yin artifact. Even a detection Type 1 can be worth hundreds of thousands. It can be worth this much. Even low-grade detection types are being hyped to this price. A mid-grade yin artifact like the Resentful Skull Necklace, which integrates offense and defense, is probably priceless. Dark yin iron ore. A low-grade yin artifact material. Such a large piece. It can be used to craft excellent armor or weapons. It's okay. A necklace. It was likely obtained from a specter. The yin energy has severely depleted. It's no longer valuable. Detected. A ghost necklace with severely depleted yin energy. The expert's eyesight is quite sharp. It's comparable to my system's prompts. Crazy Blade. You go first. But there's no guarantee that some rare and peculiar items won't be overlooked. That will be my chance to snag a bargain. Finally, it's my turn. Mid-grade. Can't the machine appraise it? This. It doesn't seem to be a yin artifact. Nor is it material for a yin artifact. That should be the case. Strange. It seems to contain a very strong yin energy. It is indeed a bit peculiar. I can't tell its origin either. We cannot guarantee its quality. You can set the price freely. Even the experts don't know. What are we going to do? Brother Quang Dao, don't be upset. Perhaps you'll find a buyer who's interested. It's all up to luck now. Detected yin artifact. High grade. Pharaoh's ominous bandage. High grade magic artifact. Next. What do you want appraised? I can find hidden gems among things these experts can't identify. I need more capital. System. Exchange for 1 string of yin energy copper coins. Let's keep a low profile for now. Use 1. After all, I'm not sure about its exchange value. Very ordinary yin energy material. Not even low grade. If there were 100 of them, they'd add up to about the yin energy content of a low-grade 3rd tier item. Wait. It seems not that simple. This yin energy is too pure. There seem to be no impurities. This is the purest yin energy. How is that possible? Heaven and Earth Bank. Could it be? These are currencies circulating among ghosts. More than that. I've personally witnessed many transactions between ghosts. The condition of these yin energy copper coins is even better than those I've seen in dungeons. One of these is worth 10 of those broken old copper coins used by ghosts. And these yin energy copper coins are more like a voucher. It is said that one of the hidden rules of the ghost realm is this: humans possessing ordinary yin energy materials and items are merely inviting trouble. If they wish to trade with ghosts, 8 or 9 times out of 10 the exchange will fail. But if humans can obtain Ming Bai recognized by ghosts, it's equivalent to having the guarantee of the Heaven and Earth Bank behind them. They can safely trade with ghosts. Even in times of crisis, it can be used to buy one's life. Ghosts rarely let their currency flow into the hands of human ghost controllers. This young man must be a master. Emperor Edu. A name I've never heard before. Is he a rising star? Or one of those mysterious lone wolves from the 3rd batch? This young man. This item. Where did you get it? Loot. I definitely can't tell you it was given by the system. This is Ming Bai. Interesting. Not bad. My friend. If you're willing, I can buy it from you at a price of 1,500 yuan per coin. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. 1,500 yuan each. That usual batch. Wouldn't that be 1.5 million? 1,500. Why don't you just rob me, you old thief? I don't believe you can't see the difference between these copper coins and ordinary yin energy. Copper coins. When trading with specters, it's not purely based on face value, but rather on the yin energy and completeness to depreciate the value of the copper coins. This yin energy copper coin is brand new and complete. Its yin energy is abundant. If you are interested, our forum is willing to purchase them at a price of 3,000 yuan each. I have some more here. Are you sure you can make the decision directly? Can you afford that much money now? Rest assured, sir. Even if you bring out 80 or 100 of them, our forum can handle it. These aren't just 80 or 100. These are a full 1,000. How does he have so much Ming Bai? This is a true big shot. Please wait a moment. I can't make this decision. I'll contact Mr. Bai Ye immediately. The forum in one go. Cannot afford so much money. Why don't you sell me a portion of them? I'll offer you 3,005. Or 4,000 each, for 20 pieces. This. Brother. I'll also buy them for 4,000 each. 10 pieces. I want to buy 10 pieces too. I'll offer 5,000 each. Are these people insane? I'm a 4th tier ghost tamer. Interested in being friends? Sell them to me. I guarantee you won't be mistreated. Sell them to me. I'll even throw in 3 low-grade yin energy materials. Don't believe them. Sell them to me. I want 500 pieces. I just made him thank me. Emperor of Edu. I hope he won't hold a grudge against me. As expected of the god tier system. Now I'm truly rich overnight. And these ghost tamers are like the specters in horror game instances. Clearly filled with awe towards me as well. However, this isn't an auction where the highest bidder wins. There are also factors like organizational alignment and the influence of powerful individuals to consider. Who should I sell them to? For how much? To maximize my profit. Everyone. Quiet down. You've arrived. Who is she? 3 senior members are so respectful to her. Mr. Bai Ye. She's one of the founders of the forum. Bai Ye, who can have 2 fierce ghosts guard the door, is actually a young woman. Mr. Bai Ye. I've heard so much about you. You're too kind. The yin energy copper coins always of excellent quality. Emperor of Edu. Sir. To sell such good items at an offline trading fair. What a waste. I've encountered some urgent matters lately. Him a bit short on cash. I heard Mr. Bai Ye is someone who can make decisions. 7.5 million in cash. Sell this to me. I represent the forum as Bai Yi. Let's be friends, Your Excellency. To represent the forum and befriend the Emperor of Edu? Did I hear that right? 7.5 million. More than double the premium. Rumor has it she's already at the peak of a tier 6 ghost controller. She's a true ghost controller powerhouse in Xia. Not to mention the forum behind her. You should know. In the thriller game, after clearing the first 3 beginner dungeons, ghost controllers can become friends and team up to clear dungeons. Gaining Mr. Bai Ye's friendship is almost equivalent to a life-saving charm. The human skin lantern in her hand is a top-grade offensive yin artifact. We can't possibly compete. As expected of Mr. Bai Ye, your actions are truly extraordinary. Such an influential figure. Selling it to her is the most fitting choice. Gold-swallowing toad. In but no out. Attracts wealth. This golden toad is also a yin artifact. Here's 7.5 million. Take it. Is this to test my strength? General of Extermination. A ferocious ghost-level entity. To have taken it down so easily. Please check. No need to count. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Bai Ye. Pleasure doing business with you, Emperor of Edu. Mr. Bai Ye. I'm leaving. Truly elusive. The offline trading fair officially begins. Oh. Quickly grab a good spot. There's still space here. First come, first served, understand. This spot is mine. Your Majesty. Do you have any other treasures? My goods are all sold. I have other matters to attend to. I won't keep you any longer. Come and take a look. Step right up, don't miss out. You get what you pay for. Our customers are all returning patrons. Man's nature is inherently good at birth. We don't engage in fraudulent business. To have obtained 7.5 million in one go. Much more than I anticipated. Then next. I can also buy some good things. Detected yin energy material. Yin energy blood fruit. Unranked. Detected yin artifact. Black copper gauntlet fragment. Damaged. Damn, there's nothing good here. Don't go, you can look around some more. Most items without appraisal certificates are junk. But patience is key to finding hidden gems. Let's look at other items. Detected Yin artifact Luo Hao 7 Fiend's Nail mid-grade. A mid-grade Yin artifact. It's the same grade as the necklace of resentful skulls. Is it that black wooden box? The Yin energy fluctuation from it is so faint. Excuse me, how much is this? Isn't this the big shot who sold the Yin energy copper coins? I found this in an ancient tomb instance. Faint Yin energy. I never figured out what it does. If the Great Emperor wants it, he'll sell it to you for 2,000. Alright, I'll buy it. Buying it now. Wow, the big shot is so generous. Detected Yin artifact. Luo Hao 7 Fiend's Nail. Automatically bound to the host. That's great. Now I have my own means of attack. Detected Yin energy material. Ghost Hand Vine. Low grade. Detected Yin artifact. Detected Yin energy material. Soul shattering poison silk. Low grade. Bound to the host. My fortune has instantly become substantial. A bountiful harvest. Finally found it. So it came to the corner. You really made me search. In this guy's hand. There's still an unappraised top-grade Yin artifact. Brother Madblade. Emperor Edu. We meet again. You have quite a few good things here. They're all just low-grade trinkets I picked up in the desert. In the last instance. In a ruined temple in the desert. I got some junk by luck. I feel a connection with you. If you want it, I'll sell it to you cheap. This is the thing that couldn't be appraised earlier, right? I'm quite interested. How do you plan to sell it? With your wealth. You wouldn't care for those low-grade items. It couldn't be appraised. I don't know whether it's good or bad. But brother, I have to remind you. Things that can't be appraised aren't necessarily bad. You know. Since you really want it, I'll just give it to you. Aren't you afraid that this might be a very precious treasure? Anyway, even experts can't appraise it. It's a waste to keep it with me. Brother, if you can use it, it means this thing is meant for you. What's more, you're a strong individual. It's only natural to accept gifts. I'm Madblade. I'm willing to befriend you. Brother, you're a straightforward person. In that case, I can't let you lose out either. Exchange for 1 string of Yin energy copper coins. That's worth 7.5 million. Yin energy copper coins that even Bai Yi personally dealt with. A mere string of Yin energy copper coins. How can it compare to real combat power? High-grade Yin artifacts detected. Pharaoh's ominous bandages. Automatically bound to host. Mine has been appraised, you know. Come on, take a look. Emperor Edu. Brother Dai, you're quite something. You're reliable. Later in the horror game. Let's add each other as friends. Brother Madblade. But I'm afraid you'll have to wait 2 weeks. Mr. Bai Ye. Why is Emperor Edu always acquiring unappraised items? I don't know. But this guy is indeed quite interesting. If my spiritual sense perception at the time was accurate. Emperor Edu, who produced 1,000 Yin key copper coins, seemed to be only a first-tier ghost tamer. That's why I couldn't resist testing him. But he actually released a fierce ghost in response to my test. This Emperor Edu is not simple. He probably has means of concealing his aura that I can't see through. And now it seems he also has his own unique skills in appraisal. Everything he just bought, though unappraised, was not ordinary. He's truly a curious fellow. Name your price. No. Sigh. All the unappraised items for sale have been thoroughly examined by me. All the Yin artifacts that could be found for a bargain are now in my possession. However, the money earned has also been almost spent. Should I sell some more items to cash out? You're not a ghost tamer at all, are you? To be acquiring such things. Who comes to the trading fair without awakening their spiritual sense? High price acquisition. Items for awakening spiritual sense. High price acquisition of items that can be used to awaken spiritual sense. No side effects. No side effects. Things that can awaken spiritual sense are already precious. And those with absolutely no side effects are even rarer. To fight ghosts and become a ghost tamer. How can one not pay a price? Our Zhang Cheng Li group is willing to pay the price. If there are truly no side effects, I'm willing to pay 10 million. You all don't need to worry about me reneging on the deal. That's a fair price. So it's the Li group. They control half of the overseas trade channels in Great Sha. Little Lee in the Yellow Springs Inn instance also has the surname Lee. And she hasn't awakened her spiritual sense yet. She also said before leaving the instance that her family has connections in Jiangcheng. This doesn't seem like a coincidence, does it? This requirement is practically tailor-made for the 9 Nether soul cleansing wine. I've already drunk my own 3-bottle quota, and I'll leave 2 bottles for Zhu Jiang. As for the remaining bottle, why not help her out? Besides, 10 million is not a small sum. I have a bottle of spiritual wine here. After drinking it, you should be able to awaken your spiritual sense. It's that simple. If you don't believe me, you don't have to trade with me. This young man. There seemed to be quite a commotion. He's a master in the horror game player community, isn't he? Emperor of Edu. I believe you. Payee account, bank name. This is a check for 10 million. Account, bank name. You can withdraw from the Lee Group at any time. Pleasure doing business with you. It was that simple. Made another 10 million. I originally planned to sneak away, but my father found out. Why would my father stop me from attending the trade fair? Since I've become a player of horror games, I'm destined to no longer escape the cruelty of the world. And my trip to the offline trade fair wasn't entirely to buy yin artifacts, to enhance my own strength. Brother Lin hasn't called me either. I wonder if he went to the trade fair. Is he still angry? The item I asked someone to buy for you, which can awaken spiritual consciousness, has been bought. Isn't this the same kind of wine Brother Lin drank before? The people my father sent out managed to buy Brother Lin's wine by coincidence. Brother Lin is actually willing to sell such a treasure that even fierce ghosts shun. Could it be that Brother Lin prepared this specifically for me? Who is Brother Lin? It really is Brother Lin's wine. Thanks, Dad. You're so good to me. I'm glad I could help you. Drink it quickly. This way, once you have spiritual consciousness, you'll be able to survive better in the instance. Indeed. I can't rely on others for protection anymore. I want to become stronger. Next time I meet Brother Lin, I want to be able to assist him. Reporter HQ text, photos. Truly appearances can be deceiving. Appearances can be deceiving. She said her family has some background in Jiangcheng. That was too modest. In horror games, even the super rich in reality are as fragile as ordinary people. Strength is the foundation for survival in horror instances. Even I, who possess trillions of underworld currency through the system, and have just bought a large batch of yin artifacts, and have a fierce ghost level chef as a contracted ghost, cannot afford to be careless. Although ghosts are restricted by killing rules. As the ghost realm deepens, the ghost strength increases, and the restrictions will become more lenient. In the later stages, there are not a few high-level ghost controllers who capsize in the gutter. Like the hide-and-seek instance mentioned on the forum, the player's only way to survive is to keep running. Perhaps one day, the rules will no longer have any room for maneuver. At that time, we'll have to confront the ghosts head-on. System. Open the panel. After 2 weeks of meditation according to the forum tutorial, my strength is not far from advancing to the 2nd tier. I can now specifically judge the level of ghosts. It seems that due to the improvement of spiritual consciousness, the specific grade and function of yin artifacts can also be recognized by the system. Pharaoh's ominous bandages. 2 mid-grade yin artifacts, 1 for offense and 1 for defense. A top-tier yin artifact for control and healing. Not only a significant increase in power, but almost no weaknesses in a short time. My own combat power has also taken initial shape. Let me see what the rules are for this 2nd round of the game. Welcome to the thriller game. The name of this instance is Apartment on the Other Shore. Finally. Thriller game. I'm here. Mission objective. Reside in the apartment on the other shore for 3 days, and pay the rent. Current survivors. 3. Although this time it shows 3 survivors, I don't see any sign of the other 2. Apartment on the other shore. Is this the interior of a room? Tenants must be cautious when opening the door for visitors. Try not to open windows. This is the basic death rule for this round. 4th, without their consent. Tenants must be cautious when opening the door for visitors. Try not to open windows. This is not the basic death rule for this round. Apartment. This room card is the tenant's sole proof of identity. Lost cards will not be replaced. No responsibility will be taken. Loud noises and disturbances are prohibited at all times in the apartment on the other shore. The neighborhood around the apartment on the other shore is chaotic. Tenants, please be safe. Be cautious when opening the door for visitors. M. Gong. Try not to open windows without the permission of other tenants. Do not intrude into other people's rooms, or you will bear the consequences. The apartment manager will conduct regular patrols. Please do not litter or damage the room facilities. 6th. Curfew is at 11 o'clock at night. Please be mindful of the time. These are most of the common killing rules for ghosts in the instance. 6 rules. In the instance, this is considered on the difficult side. However, for me, I don't need to worry about the mission objective. If I directly pay the rent with Ming Bai, I can hide here and safely wait for the game to end, guaranteeing my absolute safety. Of course I won't choose that. Every thriller instance, while full of danger, also holds opportunities. If I only survive in every instance, it'll eventually be overturned by increasingly stronger opponents. Seizing every opportunity to improve myself is the way to go. This apartment is so big, so many rooms. I was warned when entering the instance that there were only 3 survivors. This means, in this tall building with its honeycomb-like rooms, there might be ghosts living in them. This is a schematic of the apartment on the other shore zones. Besides accommodation, there are even private areas not open to the public. This map is many times larger than the Yellow Springs Inn. I'll go check the property management center on the 3rd floor first. Why are there so many bloody handprints in the elevator? They look quite terrifying, and there's a strong smell of blood. This elevator, I'm afraid ordinary people wouldn't dare to ride it. However, since the rules aren't directly fatal, with my strength, when the soldiers come block them, when the water comes cover it with earth, then let me face him. What's so strange about this elevator? Please pay the elevator usage fee. So it's an elevator ghost. It's been a long time since I tasted fresh flesh and blood. The yin energy on this guy is weak and his spiritual energy is not abundant. He looks like a weakling. I can definitely handle him. Eat one of his arms. Interesting. You have to pay an elevator usage fee to ride the elevator? How much? Per person. 1 yuan. If you can't afford it, you can pay with your flesh and blood or soul. So cheap. That's so considerate. System. Exchange 101 yuan spirit coins. Take me to the 3rd floor. This weak human can actually produce money. But I don't plan to let him go just like that. This is its killing rule. But looking at his expression, he intends to exploit the loophole. Just now, what you gave doesn't count. This elevator belongs to the Other Shore apartment. It only supports card payments. You are not a member of the Other Shore. You can only use your room card for payment. As a staff ghost of the Other Shore apartment, I can refuse spirit coins. New human. You definitely haven't topped up yet. Without paying, I will absolutely not let you leave. The yin energy on this ghost is very weak. In the Yellow Springs Inn, he is the weakest among all ghosts. Even those stronger than him would be mere appetizers for Zhu Jiang. Even Madame Jiang, who was made into a side dish by Zhu Jiang, could probably crush this thing. A minor ghost of the vengeful spirit level. I gave you a chance. Although I could have spent more money to shut it up, a mere vengeful spirit level is not worthy. What? I warn you. Using spirit coins directly is a serious violation. If you voluntarily offer me an arm, I might consider not reporting you. Zhu Jiang. Damn. It's so crowded here. You want my master's arm? Is that so? Is this a fierce ghost? I think I've offended someone I shouldn't have. I misspoke. It was all a misunderstanding. Here you go. What is this? It seems to no fear. I was just kidding. I don't want a hand. You won't have to pay for the elevator anymore. You won't have to pay for the elevator anymore. You're quite the joker, aren't you? To General Zhu. Get to work. Spare my life. My lord, it's one with this elevator. Cut it down. The elevator will likely stop. Then let it live. Thank you, honored guest. Thank you, honored guest. Honored guest, what do you mean by this? I don't care about a single coin of Ming Bai. Tell me honestly. What is a Shaw member? Shaw members are the most distinguished residents of the apartment. It's a symbol of noble status. They can access exclusive areas only members can enter. Their influence is so great that even the apartment's rules barely bind them. Unrestrained. Yes. However, members must also abide by the rules for members. These are set by the directors of the Shaw Council. Becoming a Shaw member is also a prerequisite for becoming a director of the Shaw Council. And the directors of the Shaw Council are the masters of this apartment. They are the ones we must obey. So, how does one become a Shaw member? Esteemed guest, I am but a lowly spirit. I can only operate this elevator within the shaft. And overhear the passengers' idle chatter. How would I know the details? It seems, in this Shaw apartment instance, being a member is definitely a significant status. If I can obtain it, I should gain immense benefits. I must find a way to become a Shaw member as soon as possible. At worst, I'll just use money to pave my way. Honored guest, we've arrived at the 3rd floor. Finally I can get rid of this troublesome guest. To General Zhu. You can go back first. I'll handle this myself. I'll summon you if there's any trouble. Yes, my lord. Compared to the residential area on the 12th floor, this place is much livelier. There are only 4 areas here. It's spacious and grand. The payment center should be where we top up our room cards. Information Dissemination Center. What kind of information does an apartment building have to disseminate? Property Management Center. Most of the residents are ghosts. I wonder what this property management actually does. There's even a complaint center. Is this for complaining about ghosts? Those Shaw Council directors who are elected through layers of selection don't sound like a group of easygoing people. This place. Whoever goes there is a fool. The information and property management centers are unclear for now. Let's go to the payment and top-up center first. I'm sure as long as I can pay, they won't make things too difficult for me. Well now, it's quite spacious inside. There are 7 payment windows. Although the staff here are dressed in suits, they exude a strong aura of death. These low-level service spirits are all vengeful ghosts. Weaker than the accountant Li and innkeeper Zhang at the Yellow Springs Inn. But the other Shaw apartment system is too vast. There must be higher-level spirits upstairs. These little ghosts are merely beings they prey upon. For most new players who have only experienced 2 instances, even a vengeful ghost is not to be trifled with. Excuse me, I'd like to pay for my room card. Health Ultimate Shortcut. You're a new resident. You need to pay a total of utility fees and service charges, and property management fees, 2500 spirit coins. At the other Shaw apartment, all expenses for food, lodging and services are paid with the room card. Even the powerful ghosts at the Yellow Springs Inn couldn't gather 2,500 in cash. The prices here are much higher than at the Yellow Springs Inn. Good thing I'm never short on money. Before curfew today, I need to deposit at least 500 as a guarantee. And pay the full 2,500 within 3 days. Otherwise we will forcibly collect it by other means. Collect it by other means? You mean flesh and soul, right? Flesh and soul are a different kind of hard currency. If I can't scrape together 2,500, I'm afraid I'll have to give my whole life. This human is so calm, he's not even scared. If you're a new resident and don't have money to pay, go to the Information Release Center to pick up some work. So one of the functions of the Information Release Center is to post job openings. This is an internal recruitment center for the apartment. For ordinary people or even spirits who are penniless upon arrival. They probably all have to work to earn money. To earn enough from apartment tasks to pay 2,500. It must be extremely difficult. Hey, are you deaf? If you don't go find work, do you want to die? The other Shaw apartment does not welcome desperate or lazy ghosts. If you have no money, go to work quickly. If you don't top up and pay, get out. It seems that without showing some strength, these ill-tempered little ghosts will all have to be dealt with. Wasting my time. Shouting at guests who are paying. Service. Is this your service? You saw it yourself. That was a VIP. You're just a new resident in the ordinary district. You don't have a single coin in your card, let alone becoming a VIP. You might not even make it to tonight. Before becoming meatballs in the restaurant. No wonder they say little ghosts are troublesome. Compared to the powerful vengeful spirits at the Yellow Springs Inn. Their minds and consciousness are too weak. They really have no sense of observation. System. Exchange for 100,000 spirit coins. Who said I don't have money to pay? This guy. He's actually this rich. Such pure yin energy. If I had this much money, why would I still be a working vengeful ghost? Where did this rich guest come from? 100,000. Deposit it for me. I wonder if at this moment, I qualify as a VIP. Of course you are a VIP. A guest like this who can top up and pay 100,000. If they report me to the property management for my insolence, I'll suffer inhuman torture. Even in the end, it's possible to end up with a scattered soul. Your ghost money has no yin energy loss. It has been counted. Valued at 100,000 yuan. I'll top it up for you right away. Please keep your room card. So the balance is displayed directly on the card. No wonder this guy is so snobbish. It saw that my room card had no money in it. And saw me empty-handed. Thought I was a pauper. As expected, ghosts look down on people. Please take care, honored guest. That. Will you complain about me? I don't have time to waste on you. Why bother with such a foolish little ghost? Its fear is already its greatest punishment. Thank you for your great kindness. I will never forget you in this life. Top up complete. The game mission is to pay the rent and survive for 3 days. It's already half done. Where to next? Right. There are other players in this instance. Although I don't know which floor they live on. But I guess the first choice of the other 2 players will also come here. I wonder what kind of people they are. Like in offline trading, it's rare for ghost controllers to interact with other players in the real world. Footsteps. It's another player. As expected, they chose the stairs. If I didn't have the backing of powerful spiritual artifacts, I wouldn't have entered the claustrophobic elevator. After all, the confined space of an elevator can be more unsettling in a horror instance. On his left arm is a contracted ghost. These ghosts that cannot exist independently are usually incomplete compared to ghosts of the same rank. Their combat power is generally weaker. However, this person is actually a 4th-tier ghost controller who controls a fierce ghost. His vigilant and cautious demeanor clearly indicates he encountered something in the stairwell. 1st-tier ghost controller. Is this floor safe? It's safe for now. That's great. I can finally relax. Hungry. Fresh flesh and blood. It must be the price for him to contract this incomplete ghost. Brother, why are you so fast? Did you take the elevator down? Is there any danger inside? There's a vengeful ghost in the elevator that asks for 1 yuan of ghost money. But even if you give it, it will find an excuse. You didn't pay with your room card. But its combat power isn't strong. You came down the stairs. Did you encounter something? There are no cameras in the stairwell. According to what the passing ghost